Hey everyone, Tulletha here. Welcome along to today's video. It's a really quick one today, and I wanted to share the concept and the idea that's often out there called what we resist persists. And this in the context of relationships and in the context of an experience I had with a newly found close friend of mine who's experiencing some resistance in a relationship at the moment. And it can be any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be a relationship in the context of love. It could be a family relationship, a dynamic with a workmate or colleague. But this particular situation for her was around, I won't say too much, but it was around a newfound relationship with someone that was working close with her in her circles. Now, there was a lot of resistance in terms of the relationship and the dynamic between these people. And as a result, it created quite a bit of a story in this individual's mind around what the reality is. And sometimes we get caught up in our own stories, right? We get caught up in a place where we create a story in our mind, which can be very different to the actual reality of what's playing out in front of us. And if we get caught up in that cycle of doing so, it's easy to create that same kind of resistance and cycle in other relationships in our lives. And that resistance that we might be feeling is easy to actualize in other relationships moving forward. So I wonder if you've ever experienced this. Firstly, have you ever experienced this, where you create a story of the dynamic in which it might be happening in your mind, but the reality is it's not seen that way from the people in the relationship around you, and it's quite different from their perspective. And if you do that, maybe consider what would it be like for you if you came out of that experience and you observed it for what it might be from, let's say, a bird's eye point of view, and you became less emotionally attached to that situation or that relationship or that dynamic, and you saw it for what it was from a factual place, and then you approached the dynamic or the situation from a place that was not emotionally charged. How different would that experience be for you? If you're a person that creates stories in your mind around the dynamics and the things that might be going on within relationships that you're involved in, would it be beneficial for you to practice maybe creating clear intentions and boundaries for the types of people that you want to welcome into your life, the types of relationships and the quality of engagement in those relationships? Would it be beneficial to set very clear intentions and boundaries around the types of people and the relationships you want to attract into your life, so that you don't have to go through all this resistance, that you can create a clear and intentional way of being in your life? Here's my question to you today. A little bit long-winded, but that's okay. Thanks for spending a few minutes of your life to consider the relationships in it and how you want to live your life. Remember, the time is now to rewrite your reality and live your life well lived. I'll talk to you soon.